Lussell, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandes, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approach kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lussell, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech, Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lussell, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandes, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approach kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lussell, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech, Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lussell, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandes, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approach kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lussell, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech, Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lussell, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandes, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approach kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lussell, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech, Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lussell, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandez, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approaching kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lørsel, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lørsel, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandez, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approaching kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lørsel, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lørsel, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandez, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Fast approaching kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium for the Premier League match between Brentford and Manchester United, the club's first meeting since 1947. And Bees boss Thomas Frank gives a Premier League debut to new signing Jonas Lørsel, who's been brought in on loan in the transfer window. Mads Bech Sorensen, Matthias Jensen and Sergi Canos all start for the Bees, who line up Lørsel, Pinnock, Janssen, Sorensen, Canos, Jensen, Norgard, Janelt, Rasmussen, Tony and Mbuemo. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has Cristiano Ronaldo back at his disposal. He returns to the side after injury and replaces Edinson Cavani from the Aston Villa game. Forwards Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial return to the bench, but Jadon Sancho misses out due to a family bereavement. United lineup also includes Scott McTominay back from suspension, and they start with De Gea in goal, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane and Telles at the back, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandez, Greenwood and Ronaldo. Harry Maguire also on the bench for this 8 o'clock kickoff at the Brentford Community Stadium between Brentford and Manchester United. Very warm welcome along to Off-Tube studio-based commentary then on this Premier League fixture, a rearranged match from earlier this year as Brentford host Manchester United and face Manchester United for the first time in something like 70 years. It's a momentous occasion for the about 20,000 fans packed inside the Brentford Community Stadium, which still has that smell of fresh paint about it. There's a bit of paint on the pitch as well. I'm not sure what the markings are for there, but we're about to get underway as both sets of players take a knee before kickoff. And Manchester United in their change colours of dark blue shirts, yellow shorts, yellow socks get us underway. Bruno Fernandes knocks it back to the returning Scott McTominay, and United have the ball at the back there. In the first half, going from right to left as we look. TV pictures on this game with Alex Telles in possession, trying to turn inside. The player who's just been recalled by Brazil knocks it down the line, and it goes out for a Brentford throw right on the halfway line. As I'm Simon Barlow, joined by Harry Jones for this fixture. Harry, so Brentford not in the best of form, but they can cause problems to big teams on the day, can't they?
Yeah, they're not in the best of form, as we've seen as of late. They've not been picking up results as they may have liked to. A heavy defeat against Southampton, and obviously another defeat to a changed Liverpool side. But obviously, even though that Liverpool side was changed, we know what they're capable of. So they've not been picking up as many results as maybe they'd have liked to have. But a chance today to get a result against a a sort of lacklustre Manchester United side since Ralph Rangnick has come in. The changes haven't quite been there as of late, but yeah, it'll be a good match-up between the two.
Yeah, and Brentford have a long throw situation in the early stages of this match. Just 1 minute gone. Mads Bech Sorensen has wiped the ball down and approaches the side of the pitch, sends a long ball into the box. It's flicked on towards the back post, and United deal with this first of, I'm sure, many long throws. And the Dalot loses the ball to Mbeumo on the far side, and he puts a cross into the box. He's nodded away, drops on the edge, and a volleyed shot just goes wide from Sergi Canos, I think. It may actually have been Matthias Jensen who hit it into the ground, and it bobbled wide of the target. But good start for the home side.
Yeah, it was sloppy from Dalot. He seemed to have beaten Mbeumo for pace to the ball, but then he just sort of loses it underneath his feet, and it's really good harrying play from Mbeumo on the far side. He gets the ball back into the box. It's a sloppy one, but bobbling nonetheless, and it's always a danger to deal with them sort of balls into the box when it's always bouncing. You can't really get a good foot on it, and a good chance early on for Brentford, and they'll like that fast start. Thomas Frank will be happy with how they've started.
Pitch does have some rather strange markings on. I think maybe for a rugby or something like that. They've been sort of greened out with some green paint on top of the white paint, but you can still see where they've been. Pitch is in great condition, by the way, and Manchester United still haven't really got out their own half. Now they might with Ronaldo, but his back heel doesn't find a teammate there, and so United have to work back. Ronaldo does well actually and helps out in defence, and now comes forward with the ball as he tries to find Greenwood. Little back heel there though brings Mads Roerslev into play, and Brentford have it back in midfield. High ball forward, looking for Mbeumo, but it's headed clear by Tellez at the back. Flicked on by McTominay, but again it doesn't find a teammate. Manchester United sloppy in possession in the early stages. Now they've given away a throw-in on the far side as Greenwood snapped into a challenge on Canos, and it's going to be a Brentford throw inside the Manchester United half. So a few changes tonight for Brentford, and 5 Danes in the starting 11 as well. The latest recruit from Denmark for this very Danish influence club is Jonas Lørsel. Referee's given handball now against the Manchester United midfielder, and Brentford have a free kick midway inside the United half. It was Tony who controlled it, and then it came off the arm of Elanga.
Yeah, it was poor control there from Tony initially, but he does well to direct into the path of Elanga. It's completely unintentional. I think it was a little bit too close to the ball when it came towards him. There's not much he can do. He tried to lower the hand with the arm, and it just ricochets off him, and it's another good opportunity now for Brentford to get the ball into the box. They're dangerous from set pieces. They've got a lot of height coming up in their defenders, and Tash Jensen's a good free kick taker. Yeah,
they're one of the first clubs in the country really to employ a full-time set piece coach. I think they've all got them now really. And Jensen stands over the ball. He's already had one pop at goal from the edge of the box. This time he's going to cross it towards the far post area. Pinnock's there with a header back across goal. It's nodded clear by Varane. Drops on the edge of the box. Greenwood in possession. Now Ringer crosses his own penalty area. Down the line he goes looking for Elanga, who's fighting for possession with Pinnock, who's just far too strong for him. Brentford have it back again, establishing some momentum here with Roerslev. His pass picked off by McTominay. Nice turn from Greenwood, but he's run into trouble, and it's Jensen again with the tackle. Another tackle from Fred, finds Greenwood. United have space on the far side if they can counter here. Greenwood's pass finds Ronaldo onside. Coming in off the right-hand flank, he's got an overlap from Dalot. Cross goes in, it's too high for Fernandes at the far post and goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's dangerous counter-attacking from Manchester United. We know what they're like on the break. Ronaldo finds that space on the right-hand side. I thought Greenwood maybe could have released it slightly earlier. He had Sergi Canos sprinting back, trying to get back into position, and if he played it just that bit earlier, it would have unlocked Ronaldo down that right-hand side, but in the end he had to wait for the overlapping run from Dalot. It was a poor ball into the box, but just shows Brentford can't really be sleeping in terms of when they're on the ball in the midfield. They can get dispossessed and counter-attack very quickly.
Yeah, Lørsel takes the goal kick, flicked on by Tony to Mbeumo, and now Mbeumo's a bit isolated there with Varane just forcing him backwards. He does find a teammate, and Canos knocks it back now to Mads Bech. Sorensen, the left-footed ball into the channel from Mbeumo is mopped up by Lindelof. Knocked into midfield. Fred chests it down for McTominay, who strides forward. Flicks it through to Fernandes, who's in the hole now, looking for Ronaldo. Between defenders, Ronaldo trying to run through, but it's good defending there by Pontus Jansson, who just eased him out of the way, got his foot in, and cleared the danger with a bit of help from Mads Bech Sorensen.
Yeah, it was really good defending from Pontus Jansson, the former Leeds man. He looks like he was beaten from the ball, but just outstretches that left foot and just nicks it ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, and that would have been a definite goal-scoring opportunity if he hadn't done so. Ronaldo's so clinical in front of goal. He's got to be on his A game today to try and limit the amount of space and time he gets on the ball.
Yeah, back after a bit of a mini break, Cristiano Ronaldo, he missed He missed the draw with Aston Villa last weekend, and also the FA Cup match as well, the win over the same club. United have the ball left-hand side now. Tellez with an angled cross into the penalty area, volley cleared by Sorensen. United back with it in midfield now. Tellez back to Bruno Fernandes. He keeps it going backwards towards Varane, and now they'll try and find some space back on that right-hand side with Dalot. Brentford have got everybody in the red and white stripes behind the ball. Red and white stripes, black shorts and black socks tonight for the Bees. As Varane takes over again, the veteran French World Cup winning centre-back. Now Tellez tries to get involved, but his pass is picked off. Brentford knock it forward, looking for Tony on the half-turn. In fact, it was Mbuemo who is challenged and loses out there to Lindelof. United come forward again with Dalot out towards Greenwood, hugging the right touchline. Now he's got Fred for support. The Brazilian knocks it inside to McTominay. United having the bulk of possession in the opening 5 minutes of this Premier League fixture, with Elanga getting his first real touch there, the young Swede. Gets it back again. Elanga played very well towards the back end of last season when given a couple of opportunities by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Played and scored, I think, in United's last game of the season against Wolverhampton Wanderers. As this one's headed away, and it might just drop behind for a corner. Yes, it's a mistake there by Sergi Canos. He was expecting Lursel to come and claim that when he never came. Well, certainly it was too late, and the ball had gone behind for a Manchester United corner. Yeah,
he seemed like he looked like he was in control all until he actually made the final touch on the ball. Then he just sort of let it roll out for a corner. I think Jonas Lursel was caught a little bit off guard. He thought he was going to get it a bit earlier, and in the end it's a little bit of a blunder from the Brentford defenders, as now they've got to defend a set piece from Manchester United who can really cause some danger.
But it must be said, Manchester United are not very good at scoring from set pieces this season. I don't think they've scored from a corner in the Premier League, so there's not too much to worry about as this corner comes in. It's headed cleared by Pinnock at the near post, picked up by United on the edge, and it's sent back by Varane to Dalot. Sends a high ball into the box. They might catch Brentford square here. Good header back across goal, and it's almost off the line there by Janssen. It was Elanga's arcing header. Lursel was beaten, but he's bailed out there by Sergi Canos.
Yeah, he's not a tall man, is Elanga, but the ball comes over the top. It seems like a completely nothing ball from Dalot, and he picks out Elanga, who seems to leave Janssen on the floor as he's just making that run in behind, and the header across goal is almost caught by Ronaldo, but it was in the end well defended by Pontus Janssen.
Yeah, it was Janssen, not Canos, as the cross comes in from the corner again. Brentford again scraping it away, but not looking particularly convincing in dealing with these crosses. Manchester United have the ball again with Greenwood about 25 yards out. He's forced backwards there by pressure from Vitaly Janelt. Now across to Bruno Fernandes again. He finds Fred in central midfield. Dalot's back there as well. United looking for some movement up front. Ronaldo makes a run across the front line, but not really decisive enough to attract a pass. Now Bruno Fernandes creeping towards the edge of the Brentford penalty area. The Bees still with everybody behind the ball. Here's McTominay striding through traffic. Knocks it out wide to Tellez on the left-hand side. He goes back to Bruno Fernandes. United have had it now for a couple of minutes, but they haven't really done anything apart from the one header that was off the line from Janssen. Now it's gone into the penalty area, looking for Bruno Fernandes, but it's over his head. And United just lost patience there, and Brentford eventually saw it out for a goal kick. Yeah,
they seem to be happy in possession there, Manchester United, but it's all well and good having that possession if you can't do anything with it. And it was sort of just going side to side between the defenders and the fullbacks. They were trying to make an opening in between the Brentford defence, but that back five for Brentford was so regimented and solid that they weren't allowing anything through. And in the end, like you said, they did get very frustrated, Manchester United. They tried the long ball over the top, and it was a pawn in the end.
Long ball from Brentford this time, but Varane is there to head it away. Nodded in field by Ruslav. Fred loses out there, and Janelt now moves it across to the left-hand side where Sergi Canos is up in attack, up against Dalot, with Fred trying to get back at him. He's gone towards a referee there, but Brentford pick it up again. Now the ball's attempted to be played through. It's taking a deflection. That makes it easy for David De Gea to come and collect.
Yeah, I think Christian Norgard just got a little bit frustrated there, and he sort of just snapped at the ball. He didn't really look up and see how many men were running in behind. It seemed like Ivan Toney was sort of trying to get back onside, and as he was coming back onside, the ball's come over the top, and it just caught him off guard. So it was a poor way to give away possession. It was quite sloppy from the midfielder.
Ball's pumped clear by Pontus Jansson, headed back into midfield. Jensen loses out to McTominay with a loose touch. And the Scot, who's back in the side today after serving a suspension last weekend, moves it back to Varane and now Telles. In it goes to Elanga's feet. He's got time to turn, but knocks it back to the Brazilian. United with a good tempo to the passing. They're fizzing it around on this good pitch tonight under the lights at the Brentford Community Stadium, but they haven't created anything bar one moment of danger when Elanga's header back across goal was cleared off the line by Janssen. Now Ronaldo can't latch onto that return pass from Bruno Fernandes, but he applauds the intention. The Manchester United player back in the side tonight. Still the Red Devils' top scorer in the Premier League this season, and by far their top scorer in the Champions League as well. Basically single-handedly got them through to the knockout stages, which begin again soon, next month. There'll be matches in the Champions League. United are, of course, up against Atletico Madrid away in Madrid in the first leg of that one. There's a foul on the far side now by Dalot on Ivan Toney, and Brentford have a free kick, which they try and take quickly but lose out, and possibly there's a mistake here by United now, and it gives it to Mbuemo, edge of the box. Mbuemo trying to take on Varane. It comes back here to Norgard, who slips it through to Jensen, who shoots, and it's saved by De Gea. But Manchester United are the architects of their own downfall. There's still a chance for Jensen. They've not cleared it. Now a deflected cross to the back post. It's not dealt with, and now a shot from Janelt deflects over the bar. But they're all over the place there, Manchester United, and it was their own fault.
Well, I see David De Gea high-fiving his teammates there, and I have no idea why he's doing that, because that is awful defending from Manchester United. They'll be counting their lucky stars. They're not 1-0 down here at the Brentford Community Stadium, as the shot in the end was slightly poor from Jensen. It was a good save from David De Gea at his near post. He was almost beaten, but he got down well, and even after the first bit of danger was cleared, you think that they want to get into gear and clear their lines, and they still couldn't manage to do so, and now they've given away a corner in a time where they're looking poor defensively. They could really cause some danger here, Brentford. Yeah,
it was Dalot who was the guilty party giving the ball away in the initial phase of that Brentford attack, which lasted about 3 phases, to be honest. And they've won this corner, and it's been headed behind for another corner by Bruno Fernandes at the near post. Yeah, Manchester United's defence does not look quite up to scratch, does it? And you feel that Brentford and the fans who are making the most noise right now will feel as though they can get a goal tonight. Norgard is right there on the line. They've got 3 bodies around De Gea as this corner is flicked in towards the near post. Up in the air it goes from Ronaldo's first clearance. It might drop into Madsbæk Sørensen, who hits one and is saved by De Gea. It goes wide for another Brentford corner.
Another really good opportunity, and Manchester United are really under the cosh here. They can't seem to clear their lines quite enough. As the ball comes in, Ronaldo gets the first header up, and then it's just an absolute scrap between the players. I think McTominay tries to clear off the feet of Bruno Fernandes, and they just can't clear their lines. It's awful defending in the end.
And again, that traffic around De Gea inside the 6-yard box. This again is a high one towards the central goal. De Gea punches this one in the air, and Fred with an overhead kick which goes straight to Janelt, and he'll try across to the back post. It might fall here as the ball goes into the penalty area, and it's over the bar from Norgard this time, unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box, and that is about 4 or 5 good chances for Brentford already.
Well, only 14 minutes into this game, and what a game we're seeing here. Is completely full of action here as the ball comes across, and it's laid down nicely for Jensen in the box. Sorry, it's Christian Norgard who it's laid down to, and he just snaps at the F, and it goes over the bar, and we see De Gea just on the floor with his head in his hands. I think he's baffled as to how his team are still in this game here, as there's been 5 minutes of absolute madness that we've seen.
Well, Brentford have certainly given Manchester United a wake-up call in this match. Ralf Rangnick stands there, arms folded, looking on. David De Gea appears to be in a bit of trouble, maybe as though he'd strained something, but he seems to be okay now, about to take the goal kick. But that all stemmed from one error of concentration from Diogo Dalot, and Manchester United just the defending after that was terrible. De Gea's bailed them out a couple of times. One was deflected behind for a corner, and Brentford pick it up again here with Mbuemo finding Janelt, who moves it across to Canos on that left-hand side. United doing a lot of defending now as Fred gets a tackle in and does win the ball. Greenwood is dispossessed there. It falls to Brentford again there. Getting the ball into the box again for Mbuemo, and his shot is, well, he's offside anyway. I think his shot was wide, but there was an offside earlier in the move.
Yeah, it's a good play once again down that left-hand side for Brentford. They're enjoying a lot of joy down that left-hand side. It's a great challenge in the end to dispossess Mason Greenwood. It was sloppy from him considering how close he is to his own box, but Brentford just knocking on the door here against Manchester United. They're a little bit sloppy in the first few minutes, and they allowed the away side to get into this game and really have a good few chances up the other end. That Manchester United were enjoying possession in Brentford's half, but now the tides have turned completely and Brentford look a lot more likely to score.
De Gea takes the free kick from the offside, aimed towards Ronaldo. He can't quite get the flick on. It's cleared by Roeslav. Untidy clearance though, and well, Fred and McTominay got in each other's way, and now it's headed away by Telles. Fred gets it down and tries to knock it back, but he's only found Tony with that pass. Then his mistake, lots of mistakes in this game, gives it away to Greenwood. Dalot now down the right hand side, back into Fred. Bruno Fernandes signalling for the ball inside the centre circle. Telles makes a run off him. Ronaldo's dropped short on the left hand side. It goes to Telles now. Back to Ronaldo outside the penalty area. Back from Bruno Fernandes to Varane. United with this good tempo to their passing when they're on the ball, but then when they lose it and when Brentford run at them, chaos reigns. Is Varane trying to restore some order with the back pass to De Gea, and the Spaniard heads a long one forward again. He's looking for Elanga here. He's flicking it on towards Bruno Fernandes in the centre forward position, but Brentford deal with it. Roeslav dispossessed though by Ronaldo's press. Ronaldo flicks it inside to Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo's gone down there under a challenge, and he's still down holding his ankle. I think the referee has blown the whistle and given them a free kick, Manchester United, for a foul by Roeslav. Yeah,
it's a sloppy foul from Roeslav there in the corner. Ronaldo he did well to dispossess him. I think he just was slightly frustrated at the Portugueseman taking the ball off him, and as we just see a replay here, Roeslav just stamping on the top of the foot of Cristiano Ronaldo. It's going to be a nasty one. It'll be a stinger, and it'll give United a good opportunity to get the ball into the box.
Yeah, he did catch him. First glance, it looked a little bit soft, but we see from one another. Outpaced there by Telles, working back, and he back passes it to De Gea.
Yeah, it was good work there from Alex Telles. He took the free kick down on this near side in front of us, and he got back really quickly and got into a good position because Brentford were once again attacking quickly. They've got Mbeumo up front who's got a lot of pace, and they had Jensen joining him, and the ball through. I think Norgard didn't quite realise how close Telles was to him, so he did well, the Brazilian left back, to get back into shape.
It's a good game. We've played about 18.5 minutes, no goals as yet, but plenty of talking points. Manchester United on the ball in their change colours, blue and yellow. They go back to Varane inside the Brentford half. Varane finds Telles again, lets it run across his body and knocks it down the line to Elanga. A little back heel from him, won't find a teammate as Jensen moves it clear of the penalty area and plays it down the line. That one's for Tony to chase, but Lindelof, the favourite there, takes charge, knocks it back carefully to his goalkeeper. Yeah, Brentford probably won't get too much on the counter-attack tonight unless Manchester United completely overcommit. But of course, while it remains 0-0, and while Brentford remain at least on level terms with Manchester United, the chance they could overcommit later in the game. At the moment, there is a bit of order and structure about them when they have the ball, as Ronaldo knocks it back again to McTominay. His pass finds Bruno Fernandes. He looks up, tries to deliver an early ball for Ronaldo, but it's over his head and shepherded back to the goalkeeper there by Mads Bech Sorensen.
Yeah, it's a poor ball over the top, but we're seeing Ronaldo drop quite deep to retrieve the ball and carry it forward slightly. He's trying to drop and play sort of that playmaker role alongside Bruno Fernandes, playing sort of as a false nine. I think maybe he's just not being too happy with the amount of service he's getting in the final third, so he's dropping to get the ball himself. But it's an interesting tactic from the Portugueseman.
As United win it back from that goal kick. And now Fred strides through midfield. It's a nice angle he's taken there. Can he slip the through ball towards Elanga? He tries to get in there between Pinnock and Pontus Jansson, but the opportunity closed very quickly. And now Brentford come forward with the ball, but given away by Jensen. They are making mistakes in there. Will he be punished? Now ball over the top, looking for Greenwood off the right-hand side. Will he keep it in from Bruno Fernandes' pass? Yes, he can, but there's nobody in the middle. Ronaldo had hung back, and that was an easy claim for Lössl.
Yeah, it was an easy claim at the end. It was a good ball over the top, but Fred made a lovely darting run just a minute, like you said earlier, through the middle, and his pass into Elanga wasn't quite up to scratch, but it just shows what he can do under Ralf Rangnick. I think he's been a much much more improved player. He's much more rounded, and I think he's probably been one of the best players for Manchester United under Ralf Rangnick.
Is Tony holding it up back to goal with Lindelof all over him, and the referee, Andre Mariner, gives the free kick Brentford's way. Tony's had a quiet game so far. The Bees' top scorer from last season. He was in a wrestling match there with Lindelof, and the referee spotted the grapple that Lindelof had on Tony's shirt. As Brentford play the ball carefully back now in defence to Janssen. Elanga trying to press here as Pinnock has to go back to Janssen, who clears. This one into the chest of Mbeumo. He's got time to turn. McTominay gets a foot in it, falls to Norgard. The referee's given offside though against one of the Brentford forwards. So we've reached the midpoint of the first half in this Premier League fixture. It's been Brentford's opening quarter, but they haven't found the goal to put them ahead just yet. It's still goalless. Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and it'll be Harry Jones till half-time.
Yeah, thanks, Simon. I think Brentford will be happy with how they started this game. They didn't start the best in the early stages. They let a lot of pressure onto them. Manchester United enjoyed a lot of possession as Fred has just gone down here after a challenge from Pontus Jansson and gone down holding his head. I think a clash of heads between the two. Yeah, as we just see a replay, it looks like a nasty one there. Jansson goes in to win the header and subsequently takes a lot of Fred's head with it. Both players down receiving treatment here. Looks like quite a nasty coming together between the two. Bruno Fernandes sporting the captain's armband tonight, having a word with the referee.
Yeah, there's substitutes warming up already. Christopher Ayer, who was dropped from the team tonight to make way for Mads Bech Sorensen, is the first man off the bench there, and he's given a good round of applause, a good warm appreciation there by the Brentford fans who've taken to him since his move from Celtic earlier this season. But obviously one string to his bow that he doesn't quite have is the long throw, and I think that was clearly part of Thomas Frank's plan tonight to cause mayhem with a long throw, and Mads Bech Sorensen is one of the best around.
He is one of the best around. As we still have a break in play here as the two players down on the floor still receiving treatment. Gives both sides a chance to reset in this frantic game that we've seen so far. Fred is the first man back to his feet. He's up and signals to the bench that he is okay. Now Janssen's joined him up to his feet. The Brentford captain, Pontus Jansson, former Leeds United player, really solidified himself as a fan favourite today in this Brentford side. They do love him. Game is finally back underway here. Manchester United in possession with Victor Lindelof. He's played the ball all the way back to his goalkeeper, David De Gea. Manchester United will most likely want to settle this game down slightly here after a very sloppy opening quarter to the game. One ball forward towards Elanga. Just lost sight of the ball there as he was twisting and turning looking to find it, and Alex Telles has kept the ball in play now, and a bit of football tennis between the two sides, as now finally Scott McTominay gets the ball on the ground and he's found out wide. Mason Greenwood plays the ball down the line towards Dalot, but he can't quite get there, and Sergi Canos just about manages to clear his lines. He's sent a long ball upfield, but no Brentford players were there to attack it, so Manchester United will be back in possession now with Alex Telles down this left-hand side. He's got a bit of space ahead of him. Ronaldo makes a darting run in behind. He's frustrated he didn't get the ball, but it goes into the feet of Bruno Fernandes. Once again back to Telles. Tackle comes in from Roerslev, but Manchester United regain possession with Scott McTominay. He's looking up, finding an option ahead of him, but he goes back to Lindelof. Into the feet of Raphael Varane. Brentford sitting quite deep here. They're happy to sit back and weather the storm from Manchester United. Scott McTominay now finds a lovely direct ball into the feet of Dalot. He opens up and has a shot on goal, and it's a fantastic effort. It was darting towards goal and it just went wide there. I think he had Jonas Lossell beat.
Yeah, he's capable from distance, Diogo Dalot. He hits it, a little bit of a sort of swerve on it towards the top corner. It wasn't far away. They are playing with a very sort of defensive setup at the moment, Brentford. They're playing with a back five, essentially. Those wing backs have been really pegged back. I wouldn't say pegged back is probably a bit too strong. They've just sat back, really, the two wing backs, and it doesn't give them much of an outlet when they try and play forward from that back five. But on that occasion, they were sat back, trying to stop the space, and then Dalot popped up and had a shot from range, and that could be Manchester United's best option, really, to break down this packed defence, have a few shots from range, and see what they can get that way.
Yeah, they certainly do have the quality to do so now, as they once again come forward with Tellez. He finds Alanga into the feet of Bruno, who's dropping quite deep in this game so far tonight to pick up the ball and try and play as more of a deep line playmaker here, as Manchester United are happy to pass the ball around. There's a high press here from Brentford as Tony and Mbeumo have forced Lindelof all the way back to De Gea, who's now had to go long. Ball into Fred is met by Norgard there, and Brentford doing well to peg Manchester United back, not allowing them to have much space, but now space has opened up down the left-hand side for Alex Tellez. They've beaten the press so far, Man United here with Alanga. He's had to go back now, all the way to Varane. Brentford once again hustling these two Manchester United centre-backs, causing them all sorts of problems. It's a different tactic from Manchester United, but we know Ralf Rangnick likes to play the back four, but when you come up against a side with two quick strikers up front, you maybe like to have an extra defender there to clear some of the danger, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think you know, there's not many clubs of Brentford's stature that would play with two strikers, but I mean, I guess at home they fancy the chances in this formation. Whether they'll be able to carry on this way for much longer is a chance for Manchester United on the edge of the Brentford box, though. But Fred goes backwards. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? You know, Brentford have decided to play a more direct style with two forwards this season, whereas Norwich, who comfortably outpointed them in the Championship last season, have played a more of a passing style with one up front. And yeah, I know which team's doing the better.
Yes, very evident which side is doing better, as Manchester United still in possession here. They've enjoyed a lot of the ball in the last 3 or 4 minutes. They haven't really let Brentford have a sniff, but Lindelof does very well to beat the press of Ivan Toney there. He could have been in real danger, but he did well. Now they come forward here with Bruno Fernandes. He's got options ahead of him and out wide. He does find Greenwood out wide. He tries to get a ball in, but Sergi Canos just beats him to the ball there and nicks it out for a Manchester United throw just next to the corner flag. Still in a dangerous position.
Yeah, good signs there for United that Bruno Fernandes is getting involved higher up the pitch. He's been quite deep as a central midfielder, trying to play make from a long way out of the danger areas, but he's joined up nicely there, and just his final pass didn't have enough care on it to play Greenwood in. Yeah,
once again Sorensen goes over the far side despite playing right centre back tonight. He's gone over to take the long throw in. They do manage to lose possession though now, and once again Fred is on the ball here. He's got Alex Tellez in quite a central position here, not really occupying the wing as he would maybe have liked to, but they still have possession with Mason Greenwood. He's whipped the ball into the box, looking for Alanga at the back post, and he nearly gets onto the end of it. It was originally for Ronaldo, but it was overhit, and Anthony Alanga almost just gets on the end of it, but it rolls out for a Brentford goal kick.
Yes, good ball in from Greenwood. He's looked up, he's delivered nicely there for Ronaldo, just over his head, and Alanga was free at the back post. Alanga is getting a bit of space from his, I guess, the man who is detailed to mark him generally would be Roeslav, and that could be an area that United could exploit more if they looked for Alanga more, but they generally do tend to look for Ronaldo on all crosses into the box. But I would just go a little bit deeper from that side and say, we'll miss Ronaldo out, he'll be the decoy, and Alanga could be the man to get the space.
Yeah, he is getting a lot of space in behind as Brentford now come forward with Vitaly Janelt, but Lindelof comes across to cover him and does well, and knocks the ball out for a Brentford throw. There is another game going on tonight in the Premier League. It's between Leicester and Tottenham. That game is currently at the break, and it is 1-1 at the King Power Stadium between the two sides. Over back talking about this game tonight, and it's still 0-0 here. Neither side, sorry, able to break the deadlock. Just under 30 minutes played here at the Brentford Community Stadium, but still 0-0. Brentford have a chance to get a long throw into the box here. He actually decoys and takes the throw short, and now the cross comes into the box looking for Brian Mbeumo at the back post, but headed away by Tellez, and now Alanga has a chance to break. He's got Ronaldo down the line. He does find him, and he's once again knocked it down the line for Bruno, and a lovely ball down the line for Alex Tellez. He's now broken free. He looks to go forward, but he has no option of going forward. He turns back and goes back once again, spinning like a Beyblade there, Alex Tellez, but he's been taken to ground, and Sergi Canos will be penalised, and Manchester United have a good chance to get a free kick into the box.
The referee's bought that a little bit there. There wasn't much on for Tellez as he turns around there. The ball's getting away from him as he tries to turn back there. There was very little contact from Sergi Canos, and he goes down. I think that's harsh on Brentford, to be honest. I think Tellez was just aware that he was about to lose the ball and threw himself to the deck. He wins a free kick for his team when there was little else on.
Yeah, it's a good chance for Manchester United to get the ball into the box. Alex Tellez standing over it for the left-footed option, Bruno for the right-footed option. It will be Tellez to take the free kick. He gets the ball into the box looking for Ronaldo, but Ivan Toney just gets a toe to it and clears for a corner. Toney was trying to claim that it could have been a goal kick there, I think, but there was no chance that was going to be given as a goal kick. He got actually maybe appealing for offside there, but not really sure why he'd appeal for offside there, as nobody really seemed to interfere with play.
So well, I think is if he leaves it, they're offside, but he doesn't leave it, does he?
No,
he's forced to play it because he's aware that there's players behind him. It's just a bit of a grey area for me, that, because really the players the players that were offside were forcing him to concede the corner.
Yeah, it's a strange one, as though Bruno will take this corner. He gets the ball into the box, doesn't quite beat the first man, and now Mbeumo will chase it down, looking to maybe mount a counter-attack here. He does latch onto the end of it. He has players in support. The ball long over the top for Ivan Toney. Brentford have got men over here now with Ivan Toney. He plays the ball in towards the feet of Jan Yelt. It's a great shot, but it's another great save from De Gea. And then a shot comes in from Toney. He tries to play it across the box, and it's blocked from a Manchester United defender out for a corner.
Well, that was just ridiculous. I mean, Brentford haven't necessarily caught Manchester United on the counter-attack. They've caught them with the pants down here. I mean, they've got two players over on the far side. It's Elanga, I think, who gets attracted to the ball. He was one of the players that had stayed back from the corner, and it's just not good defending. He's come across to stop it. He's come across and left his man, and by doing so, they had a 2-on-1 at the far post, and De Gea has bailed him out. But Elanga has got to know his job. He's on the halfway line. He's the last man. When you're being counter-attacked like that, you cannot just go and chase the ball. You've got to stay with your men, and that was almost horrendous for Manchester United.
A little bit more quality there from Brentford. They could easily be 1, 2 or 3 goals up in this match, as Jensen stands over the ball looking to take the corner. He does whip it into the box with the right foot, looking for a Pinnock. He gets a good header on goal, but it's an easy one in the end for De Gea, who catches the ball and maybe looks to start a counter-attack quickly, but doesn't find many options.
Manchester United are so lucky to be on level terms in this game. Defensively, they're all over the place at times. Individuals not knowing their roles, not knowing their jobs, could have cost them dear there. There was a mistake from Dallo earlier. It's Elanga this time, and two of the young players in this Manchester United team are so lucky that they weren't punished.
They are, as they look to get a foothold back in this game. On halfway, Fred gets dispossessed once again, and now Mbeumo doesn't have many options ahead, so he does well to a nice step over and go backwards towards Pinnock. Pinnock looking for an option forward. He does go for a long ball over the top, looking for Toney. Toney chests it down for Jensen, but he doesn't manage to find his teammate, and now Manchester United will look to attack, but Alanga's caught once again off guard by Pinnock, and Mbeumo shoved off the ball there by McTominay, and he has on his side a free kick.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a spell here, isn't he, Anthony Elanga? I think some of his teammates just trying to get him going. Loose touch. Pinnock was on it, he's playing on his loose touch and wins the ball, and then McTominay has to foul Mbeumo to stop United being hurt again there, and Rangnick is spinning away in frustration. This has not gone very well, this opening 35 minutes for Manchester United.
Poor performance so far from Man United, but Thomas Frank will be ever happy to see his side still in this game here, fighting, and really should be ahead in this game. As they look to get another ball into the box, it is Jensen who stands over it. Got a lot of aerial presence, looking to get on the end of this free kick. Jensen does take the free kick quickly, looking for Ivan Toney. It's knocked down for Sorensen, and now it's headed down, and Manchester United once again scrambling in the box and finally managed to clear their lines. It was Janssen who nearly got on the end of that one, and now Brentford still coming forward with Ivan Toney. He has a shot on goal, and David De Gea a fantastic save, and he may have been offside there, but once again it is offside in the end, so Ivan Toney wouldn't have counted anyway. But once again, awful from Manchester United.
Yeah, Toney gets the wrong side. It looks bad because he gets the shot away, but he was offside, so it wouldn't have counted. The earlier one was the bigger problem, though, because a completely skewed sort of attempted cross or shot has gone straight up in the air, and an unconvincing punch from De Gea. He thinks he's being fouled by Janssen, who has stayed up there, but I think it was just honestly jumping for the ball, and De Gea's got to keep his composure there. I mean, without him, United would be 2 goals down at least in this game, but you know, they're putting pressure on Manchester United's defenders, and even De Gea could be prone to the mistake which eventually brings Brentford the lead.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again this season. David De Gea bailing out Manchester United in these situations, as now once again another poor ball from Elanga. Plays right into the feet of Toney, who's got Mbeumo ahead of him, and unfortunately a poor touch means that he will lose out there. But once again another defensive error, and now Fred almost giving the ball away. He does in the end now, and Norgard's on the ball here, looking for an option ahead. He does find Sergi Canos down the left-hand side. He goes back in towards the feet of Norgard. Norgard goes back to Janssen, and Brentford will look to calm things down now, maybe reset another attack, but once again sloppy from Manchester United, giving the ball away time and time again, and they're not able to get a foothold in this game. Every time they do get the ball, it's another sloppy error, and now Janssen looks to slow things down here. He looks for a switch ball over to the far side for Sergi Canos. It doesn't quite come off, and Dalot gets the header, but he can only knock it out for another Brentford throw.
Well, they're rattled, absolutely shaken to the core, Manchester United. It needs experienced players to get hold of the younger players here and get hold of the ball as well, and just stop this from turning into a debacle, because Brentford they're scaring Manchester United witless at the moment with their approach, and Manchester United are making the mistakes which are going to give Brentford the lead, I'm sure, if not before half-time, then pretty soon, unless Rangnick does something about this. Yeah,
Manchester United are giving Brentford all the chips they need to go ahead in this game. It just hasn't quite worked yet, and now here they come, Manchester United, with Elanga. He's playing into the feet of Fred, who's skipped past Norgard well, and now it's into McTominay. He's got Alex Telles out wide, and Telles whips a ball into the box, looking for Bruno Fernandes. He doesn't manage to jump up and get a header on it, but it's fallen all the way to the far side, where it is with Dalot. He plays the ball to the edge of the box, and it's another cross is whipped in, looking for Elanga. It's headed just about by Roeslev, and now Telles on this near side will get another ball into the box. Tony's all the way back here looking to defend, and a shot from Fred is blocked. Now it's with Fred once again. It's fallen to his feet, and he's giving it to Telles out wide. Another cross from Fred comes into the box. Janssen clears this time into the feet of Varane, who first time just tries to send another ball into the box, and now Brentford will look to get back on the break, and Ivan Toney's won a free kick there from McTominay in a smart area.
Well, just contrast how the two defences look right now. When Brentford are on the attack, Manchester United are panicking. Manchester United are struggling to get the ball clear. When United have the ball, crosses going into the box, Brentford winning everything. When it comes back to the edge, they're having shots into a crowd of bodies. Brentford have got the players in the right positions, and it just looks like, you know, one team are organised and one team are in big trouble at the moment.
Yeah, it's a real contrast in quality so far. If Brentford had that cutting edge up front, they'd comfortably be in the lead here, but somehow and some way Man United are still in this game. Ralph Rangnick will need to really kick something into this Manchester United side at half-time. We can already see players warming up on the sidelines. Harry Maguire, Phil Jones, Marcus Rashford. Maybe a little bit of experience and quality in that Manchester United side needed.
I think Elanga will come off at half-time. It's a shame because he's done well in recent games, but this is just not happening for him tonight, and he's a liability. In his last couple of passes have been dreadful. He seems to have been rattled by the mistake he made on the counter-attack, and yeah, I think Rashford is crying. I mean, Rashford's not been in great form himself recently, but I think Ralph Rangnick would rather have a more experienced player on the pitch there.
Yeah, now Greenwood's been unlocked down this left-hand side. He's tried to skip past Jan Yelt, but doesn't manage to do so, and Brentford once again win the ball back. Janssen now looking for a crossfield ball to Mbeumo. Alex Telles has won the header. He can only head out for a throw though, and Thomas Frank trying to push his team forward up the pitch to try and put some more pressure on this Manchester United defence. He sees how rattled they have been. He wants to try and capitalise on that and get the ball into their half. It's now with Pinnock. He plays a long ball over the top looking for the run of Jan Yelt, but he can't manage to do anything with it. It's now with Roeslev. He's beaten Alex Telles to the ball. He's now tussling with Scott McTominay, and he's got the better of him in that sense because he's on his side of throwing down the line, and Telles is still on the floor here.
Yeah, he's claiming a back injury. He went in with Roeslev. Roeslev's made a bit of a back for him there by, it's a bit naughty that. As Telles leaps, Roeslev stays on the ground and nudges him in the air. Yeah, it's a foul, basically, and I'm not sure why the referee didn't blow up there.
Yeah, he has given a throw-in favour of Brentford. We just see another replay of one of the many chances Brentford have had in this game so far here. A chance for Tyus Jensen very early on this one. It seems like an age ago when they had that chance compared to the recent blunders that we've seen. David De Gea once again bailing Manchester United out on multiple occasions already. We're only 40 minutes into this game, and it could see we could have seen a few goals here, as Telles is still on the floor receiving treatment from one of the medical staff at Manchester United. It might have been a little bit more of a nastier injury than we may have initially thought. He looks like he's in some serious pain. Oh no, as I say that, he's back to his feet and walking off the pitch. Alex Tellez has walked off the pitch now, but the ball's back in the hands of Sorensen, who will look to get a long throw back into the Manchester United box. Tellez wanted to get back on the pitch, but Sorensen's claiming he's actually standing in his way there and won't be allowed to take the throw in. Sorensen does finally get the ball into the box and it's headed away by Raphael Varane. Brentford will want to slide the ball back into the box. I think it's Janssen who tries a overhead kick to get the... Oh, it's Janelt actually, sorry, in the end, who tries to flick the ball into the box, and he claims he was clipped in the middle of the park and he's down holding his hand. Claims Bruno Fernandes just caught his foot as he tries to get the ball back into the box. There's a nasty one on the top of his foot, but he will be okay. Ball's back in the hands of David De Gea. He'll look to get the game back underway with a goal kick here. 41 minutes played at the Brentford Community Stadium. It's still 0-0 between the two sides. Brentford had the majority of the chances and really should be on top here, but Ralph Rangnick's side are still in this somehow. Some changes at half-time may be needed to just grab a foothold back into this game. Was being knocked around in the middle of the park with a few headers here as finally Dalot takes it down. He plays it into Fred. Fred's got Greenwood out wide in his support. It goes back to Fred, who's occupied Dalot's position as of now. Dalot's all the way further down the pitch, up the line. He's sort of out of position here as now McTominay tries to skip past a few Brentford players. He does well in the end and draws a foul for his side just inside that half. They take it quickly. It's with Varane. He does very well to skip past Tony, but the ball into Bruno Fernandes is a nasty one, and he just about manages to get in there ahead of Jensen. Sort of a hospital pass there from Raphael Varane. Doesn't do his teammate any favours. Now with Lindelof, plays a lovely dink over the top to find Ronaldo, but Jansen's there once again. He's done a great job of man marking Ronaldo, and now Brentford have been on lockdown this right hand side with Mbemu. He's one-on-one with Varane. French defender does well there, but Mbemu's still there. He's fighting and fighting, and he stays on the ball. Now with Sorensen, he goes down the line to Sergi Canos. His header wasn't quite up to scratch, and now Manchester United are back on the ball. Diego Dalot, there's the ball over the top for his fellow countryman Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got Alanga in support ahead of him. He does find him. The young winger trying to skip away from Ethan Pinnock. He's being driven backwards now. It's to Fred on the edge of the box, about 25 yards out. He goes into Bruno. Bruno plays a beautiful dink over the top to Alex Tellez, but Brian Mbeumo's all the way back and tracking back, and he does knock it out for a throw. Yeah, it's great work from Mbeumo there. United just for a brief moment looked like they had a bit of an overload on the left-hand side, but Mbeumo took care of that and headed away for this throw-in. Yeah, Alex Tellez on the ball, looking to take the throw-in. Brentford strikers, Mbeumo and Tony have done really well at getting back when they've needed to. I think earlier on we saw Ivan Toney sprinting back and win a header, a vital header from across to clear his lines. Mbeumo doing the same just there. And Bruno's on the ball. He's one of the deepest men back here, as he's had to go all the way back to David De Gea. The Spanish goalkeeper's in no rush to get the ball back up the pitch. He's still standing with the ball at his feet. Finally a bit of press from Tony has forced him into sending the ball long, but it wasn't going to amount to anything because Brentford are back on the ball. Great battling in the middle there from Norgard, but he has lost the ball in the end, and now it's with Ronaldo. He's looking to burst forward. He's got Alanga out wide with him. Alanga does well to shrug off Rosalev. He sent the ball into the box and it's met with a header, and it's rolled out for a Manchester United corner. It's better there for Manchester United. Yeah, Rosalev just fell over there. Ronaldo's really working hard off the ball for his team. Obviously Rangnick has demanded that of all his players, and there was some debate about whether Ronaldo would be able to accept that, but look at his work off the ball tonight. It's right up there. Alex Tellez standing over the corner here. He's an out-swinging ball with his left foot. To get one into the danger zone. He does take it. It's a good ball in. He's looking for the head of Raphael Varane, but once again it's cleared by Brentford. It's been a summary of tonight's performance so far. Ball into the box by Man United and cleared by Brentford, but here they come once again. A switch ball over to Alex Tellez. Pinnock almost doesn't manage to deal with it. He nearly lost out to Alex Tellez, but he's recovered well and it's let the ball roll out for a goal kick. He didn't sort his feet out there, did he? Looked very uncomfortable as the ball bounced and he completely missed kick, but Tellez couldn't get on the end of it, and he just used his body strength to ease that one behind for a goal kick. Probably lucky that he didn't kick it there, else he'd have given away a corner. Yeah, he would have. Ball with at the feet of Jonas Lossell here. He no stranger to the Premier League, spent time at Everton, Huddersfield. He knows the league well. And he's back with Brentford. Been brought into the side due to the couple of mistakes by Fernandes in recent weeks. They weren't expecting to be without David Raya for so long, Brentford, but now they've got good experience and backup in Jonas Lossell until David Raya comes back.
Yeah, they call him David de Raya, don't they, at Brentford? They really do think he's as good as the Manchester United Spanish goalkeeper.
Yeah, he is a fan favourite at the Brentford Community Stadium. They do love him, but it'll be unknown to see until he returns. Now Jonas Lossell holding down the #1 spot in the Brentford goal. He's got the ball in hand once again here. He waits for the press from Ronaldo smartly before picking the ball up. He does send the ball forward. It's met by Fred. He's played it into Greenwood. Now it's with Bruno. Better from Manchester United. Quicker in possession. There's a lot more tempo about them. And Ronaldo tries to skip away from Janssen, who's been on his heels all night, and he finally draws the foul from the Swede.
Yeah, it's clever from Ronaldo. He steps over the ball, tries to twist it inside and gets his leg taken away from him just as he's about to play the ball from Pontus Janssen. Ronaldo's suggesting to the referee that one deserved a bit more than just a free kick, but he's just frustrated there that he couldn't execute that bit of brilliance that he had in his mind.
Yeah, 46 minutes, 47 minutes played now, as we had 2 minutes of additional time. I forgot to mention to you, so this will probably be one of the last attacks of the match as Bruno whips the ball into the box to the back post looking for Rafael Varane, and his header has gone right into the arms of Jonas Lossell, and the referee has blown his whistle, and we'll be going into the break 0-0 here at the Brentford Community Stadium. Join us after the break for second half commentary.
It's half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and but for David De Gea, Brentford would be ahead in this game. He's made a couple of brilliant stops, one from Jensen with his feet. He's also been under pressure from a lot of long throws and crosses into the penalty area. United have defended poorly.
There and always rising.
Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0.
Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created very little in the game, and at half-time it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0. Half-time at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 0, and the Bees certainly would be ahead, but for David De Gea's brilliance in that first half. The United goalkeeper saved with his legs to deny Matthias Jensen the opener after Diogo Dalot's misplaced pass, and Brentford had further opportunities as well from long throw-ins and crosses into the penalty area, which United just haven't dealt with. In fact, they've looked rattled at times, with Dalot in particular, and Anthony Elanga, the young winger, also guilty of misplaced passes. United have created...
Very warm welcome back. Second half just back underway at the Brentford Community Stadium, where it's still goalless. Manchester United have been under the cosh for long periods of this game, but they are still on terms. They've started the second half on the attack. Cross in from Ronaldo, cleared away by Pontus Jansson. Tony fighting for possession with Dalot. Dalot tries to wriggle past him, still going towards a byline here. Help from Greenwood and Ronaldo. Ronaldo and Greenwood in each other's way. Ronaldo smashes a shot over a defender's leg, takes a deflection, goes behind for an early Manchester United corner in the second half.
Yeah, they've started a lot better in the second half than they did the first half. They've already almost equalled the amount of attacking chances that they had in that first half. We didn't really see much from them. A couple of chances from Dalot and Elanga, but they got a good opportunity to get the ball into the box from this corner here, and hopefully they'll get into this second half a little bit more comfortably than how they finished the first.
Well, they have to be not just better than the first half, they have to be a lot better than the first half. I think probably going up about 3 gears. If they played the first half in second gear, they need to hit fourth or fifth here, and they have started out brightly. They're going to take a short corner. So this is a slight departure, and it's gone back now to Bruno Fernandes, who looks for a different angle to cross, delivers to the near post. It's knocked away by Pinnock, drops to Fred 30 yards out, plays a nice ball to Bruno Fernandes. His cross is deep to the back post. Chance for Ronaldo here. He heads it back across goal. It's on the crossbar, and Brentford scoop it behind for another corner.
A great ball in from Bruno Fernandes. He looked like he had the run round the outside of Mason Greenwood, but he looked up, he went to go for the ball, and then he He looked back again, and it looks like Ronaldo might have been offside there, but he scoops a lovely ball to the back post. Jonas Lossell doesn't know whether to come or go, whether to claim it or leave it, and Ronaldo gets the header, and it's really unlucky. He hits the crossbar, and another good opportunity.
Here comes the corner. Bruno Fernandes delivery. This one headed away by Janssen in the centre. Brentford try and break in. They've got a break. This is developed very quickly into a 2-on-1 with Mbuemo and Janssen. And it's Janssen now through on goal again. Can he finish better this time? Hits it straight at the goalkeeper once more. De Gea with a save.
Well, it's almost identical to the first half chance from Jensen. He gets the break down the right-hand side like he did in the first half. The ball comes through from Mbuemo, completely splits the defence. Dallow's frantically running over to cover him, and he just gets the shot. He just snatches at the effort, and he hits it low and hard, but it's right into David De Gea's hand. He doesn't really trouble the goalkeeper, and Brentford once again should be in the lead here.
Two good chances in the first 2 minutes of the second half at the Brentford Community Stadium. But it remains 0-0 as this one's fly hacked away by Pinnock. Miscontrolled by Tony. Backing up there is Norgard, who plays it into the channel. Tony was on his heels. Varane gets there first and clears, left-footed down the line over Alanga's head. United pick it up in midfield with McTominay, who tries to get into Brentford territory. McTominay dribbling forward. He's got no support up ahead of him. He has to knock it off wide to Alanga. Goes back to Fred. Fred opens play up now with a crossfield switch to Greenwood on the right. Greenwood plays it safely back to Lindelof. I'm surprised that Alanga's come out for the second half, but clearly Ralf Rangnick's got faith in the youngster. And he's got the ball again here, the Swede. Plays it back to Fred. About 30 yards out. United go back to the halfway line to build again here with Dallow. Tucked in quite centrally, finding Scott McTominay. He finds Ronaldo, hit the crossbar with a header. Might have been offside, as you said, Harry, from the replay. It looked like maybe he was just the wrong side of the defender when the ball was played in. That would have been an interesting VAR decision, wouldn't it, if the ball had dropped in from Ronaldo's header? Yeah,
it's always a cause of a controversial moment, isn't it? It looked like he was, like you said, just the wrong side of the defender. It looked a yard or two offside, but they didn't check it in the end, as it wasn't a goal in the end, so they didn't need to check it. But I thought it personally looked just offside.
United back in possession, or rather they haven't lost possession since last broke off. It's been just passing in front of the Brentford defence, though, are sat in their formation, a 5-3-2, and offering very little space to play through for Manchester United, who have it now with Varane on the halfway line. This is Telles linking up with Alanga down the left. Telles, his pass was telegraphed though and picked off by Janelt coming back. Back pass from Pinnock to Lursel, who clears right-footed down the field. This one towards Mbuemo, beaten in the air though by Varane, drops to Fred, backing in and pirouetting, plays it over the top. Ronaldo pulled onside. Ronaldo with a left-footed shot. No, he plays it back across goal. Should have gone with a left-footed shot, and it's clear behind for a corner.
Once again, I'm not sure if Ronaldo was offside in the end, but if he was, he did well to jump back on. But I think he's made the wrong decision there as he tries. Oh, it wasn't actually. He was onside. It came off the defender from the last touch, so he was onside. But I think he could have had an effort on goal there. He tries to square it across the box to a couple of players who are arriving, but I think he could have had an opportunity to get it on goal.
Doesn't usually trust his left foot for a shot in those kind of situations, but he tried to unselfishly pass it inside, and it was easily cleared. But it is for a corner. Telles delivers to the near post, headed away by Pinnock, and now headed back towards a corner taker, but it won't reach him, and it's cleared by Janelt back into United's half, and Dallow takes the safety first route of playing it back to his goalkeeper. First time clearance from De Gea, pumped back over the top, headed away by Brentford to the halfway line. And now picked up by Greenwood, who's moved across the front line over to the left, now linking up with Bruno Fernandes, who plays it back to Greenwood, who's got goal side to the byline, delivering across, doesn't beat Roslav at the near post though, who heads it away at the expense, kept out actually, or kept in rather, from being a throw-in by Greenwood. And United will try again here with Telles, who's put some dangerous balls in. This one is nodded away though by Janssen, drops on the edge to Dallow, but his attempted volley was blocked by Jensen. So United go all the way back to Varane, who's looking for somebody to make a half a yard for him. He's found McTominay, and he knocks it across to Dallow with Canos coming to press. Played over the head of the Spaniard, but then Fred is dispossessed by Madsbæk Sorensen, and Brentford have it in the United half. Fred's just dropped in a crumpled heap after that contact from Madsbæk Sorensen, who still has it down the left. Tries to thread it inside Dallow, but Canos took the wrong turn basically, and it's knocked away by the United defence. McTominay took a bit of a risk, but does find Bruno Fernandes in front of his own penalty area. And now the Portuguese can turn and looks to play it forward. He's being chased by Mbuemo, who's worked really hard for the team, but just starting to flag a little bit now. He doesn't carry on his run. United have it with Greenwood off the right-hand side. Poor ball in, though, off the left-hand side. Poor ball into Ronaldo, and it's stolen back by Brentford. And Mbuemo's done his best there to win a free kick. He's flopped to the ground, and that will just bring this frantic bit of play to a close for a moment.
Yeah, it's really good play from Mbuemo there. He realised he had no options going forward. Ivan Toney was spread across the other side of the pitch. There was no one really making a supported run. So he just turns back on himself, feels the contact from Alex Telles, and he's always going to go down there and win a free kick. Just really gives Brentford that chance to set up again and get a couple more bodies forward.
There's Norgard from the free kick, anchoring the Bees midfield, plays it back to Sorensen. Janssen, angled right-footed ball out to the wing, where Ruslav flicks it on and goes beyond Mbuemo. It's played back here, and a deep cross comes in from Janssen towards Toney at the back post, who wins the header over Dalot, but can't get any power in his effort.
No, he beats Dalot to the header, and he does well in the end, because it seemed like a sort of a half chance, and he does well to even get a touch on the ball, and it goes towards goal, but it was never going to trouble David De Gea. He had it quite comfortably, but once again, just showing Brentford aren't out of this game just yet.
Cristiano Ronaldo tries to find Elanga, who lets the ball run across him and goes into a challenge with Pinnock, who slides in, knocks it out for a throw. A little bit of disguise on that Ronaldo pass, and I think it actually fooled Elanga, who's on his heels a little bit, but he did use his pace over the first few yards to win the throw in, but it's given away by United. Poor play now, attempted from a way out, trying to catch De Gea off his line from Jensen, was easily claimed by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, De Gea was obviously off his line there, we couldn't quite see from our screens, but De Gea was clearly further on up the pitch, and Jensen saw it, and why not go for it when you have the opportunity there? It could always work, but this time it wasn't meant to be.
Brentford pressing, United getting the ball away though, beating that first press, and now they find Bruno Fernandes into the Brentford half, and Mbuemo's come back with him. Fernandes plays it back to McTominay in 10 yards of space in midfield, advances again, defenders backing off him as he plays it out to Elanga on the left hand side. Telles with a half-hearted overlap run, gone back towards McTominay, and now Fred. United in possession outside the Brentford penalty area. Ronaldo is on the penalty spot, just coming short now as the ball's gone beyond him towards Elanga, who tries to control, then heads it in to the back of the net for the opening goal for Manchester United. Ronaldo let the ball go through to Elanga, who, although he couldn't get the shot away, has headed it beyond the Brentford keeper for 1-0.
Well, it was always coming, wasn't it? We knew this game wasn't going to stay at 0-0. There was there was always going to be goals in this game, and Elanga's the man to break the deadlock. We spoke about him in the first half. He really didn't have a good first half, but when they've needed him, he's come up with a goal. It's beautiful movement from Cristiano Ronaldo, just entices Pontus Jansson away from the overlapping run of Elanga, and it's a beautiful ball as well into him. It looks like he almost mistimes the ball into his feet. He nearly loses out to Lossell in goal. I think it's Dalot who plays on it. It's Fred in the end who does play the ball into him. It's perfect from Fred as the run from Ronaldo just draws the defenders out the way and allows Elanga to have that free-flowing run in towards the box. And he flicks it up for himself, and Lossell takes one too many turns to the right, and he just heads into an open goal. It's brilliant, and it's 1-0 Manchester United.
Well, you referenced how Fred had kind of turned his fortunes around under Ralf Rangnick, and it is a quality ball from the Brazilian to penetrate that Brentford backline, a stubborn Bees backline that parted there, possibly expecting Ronaldo to be the target when it was Elanga running in behind that stole in. Although his first effort was more of a control than a shot, he was in the wide awake club there as he nodded it beyond Lossell for the opening goal, then went off to celebrate with the fans in the corner. What a big goal that could be. He could have been taken off at half-time. Elanga, his first half performance was so timid, but he scored the opening goal in the game, and now it's game on as Brentford knock it forward towards Mbuemo. Dispossessed, though, by Varane, who volleys it clear. Knocked back towards Norgard in midfield. Now Janelt plays it forward, finding Toney, running the channel away down the left-hand side. He's got support from Janelt, who charges on towards the byline. Can he pick out a cross? Puts it back to the centre of goal. Up in the air from McTominay, and a safe catch from De Gea.
Yeah, it's really good chance down the left-hand side. Janelt makes that overlapping run, and he finds so much space. I'm not sure how he's managed to find that much space. I think it's
he's just run off.
Yeah,
he's run off Fred.
Varane comes over to cover Ivan Toney, and Janelt just makes that darting run in behind, and he puts a good ball in the box. It's just over Mbuemo, who's not a tall player, so he doesn't do enough to get in the air and win that. And in the end it's comfortable for Man United to deal with, but it just shows Brentford aren't in this game. I think Thomas Frank will be furious that his side have gone 1-0 down here. They really should have finished the game off in the first half, but they're now looking like they're slipping away from it.
Here's McTominay, 25 yards out, having a dip from range, and it's been shoveled wide by Lursel, who wasn't sure, didn't get his footwork right, and he just had to push it behind for a corner.
Yeah, I think he does well there, Lursel. I think he knows it's really awkward one, isn't it? McTominay hits it with so much power, it goes really low, and he has to just bundle it away. He doesn't want to try and catch that because he could easily see that in the back of his net, so he does well to just shuffle it away from a corner.
Yeah, it was like a volleyball move, wasn't it, there, really, or maybe a handball goalkeeper's move. Linesman just telling Bruno Fernandes to get the ball closer to the quadrant to take this corner. It's still not in the quadrant or even on it as he takes the corner anyway. Into the near post, headed away by Brentford. And Buemo, under pressure from Fred, goes back. And it's hacked away. Not particularly well cleared by Janelt, but he's got another bite of the cherry. And he finds Mads Bech Sorensen, who can put his big size 12s through it. Up towards the halfway line. Lindelof nods it straight to a Brentford player. And it's a lovely ball out towards Mbuemo, who's got the pace, but just doesn't have that energy anymore to chase that one down. And Dalot gets it away. Fred battling away with Caños. The Spaniard, it comes off him, I think, for a United throw, and he beats the ground in frustration there.
What a ball it was from Jens, by the way, to find Mbuemo down the line. It was beautiful. He hit it sort of on the half volley, a sidewinder, and it was inch perfect. It just didn't have the end product where Mbuemo was a little bit too. I gave a couple yards to Dalot down the line, and Dalot just got there first. But it was a brilliant ball. It was beautiful to watch.
I think Mbuemo got through so much work in this game, helping out his defence. I think his races run a little bit. I just see him running through treacle at times, chasing down these balls into the channels, and that's what Brentford need from him now. They need the ability to get out, you know, to have that outlet ball, and if he can't reach them, then that's going to be a big handicap for them in the closing stages. Long ball from Lursel now. He's aimed towards Tony, who's beaten in the air by Fred. Drops to Caños, who pokes it through to Jensen, who's got a big influence on this game now as he tries to orchestrate another move down the right-hand side from Roeslav. The overlap cross comes in towards Tony. It's scraped away, drops on the edge, and Janelt's volleyed shot is saved at the back post by De Gea.
Yeah, Vitaly Janelt's really made a mess of that chance. It was a good opportunity. It was nice build-up play, the initial play there down the right-hand side. The ball comes in towards Mbuemo, and I think Victor Lindelof does very well to deal with the danger at first, but they just can't quite clear that second ball away, and Janelt gets the shot off, but he just fires it into the ground. He really...
Fred, the architect of United's goal, finding Greenwood down the United left-hand side. Bit of keep ball here, an exercise in game management from the Red Devils. They go back to De Gea. His hurried clearance drops on the halfway line, and Fernandes beaten by Pinnock. It's now with United again. Fernandes picks it up from Tellez's pass and links up play with Elanga. Goes beyond him. Elanga now running to the edge of the penalty area, bursting into the penalty box onto his left foot, back onto his right. Now Ronaldo gets involved. His shot is blocked at close range, and Brentford just close ranks there enough to stop United's progress, but they've given it away again. Although once more it's untidy play from both teams. Now Mbuemo tries to release Tony. He just couldn't quite get that ball from out of his feet and keep going. The momentum was lost, and it's picked up by De Gea.
No, Ivan Toney really should have let that ball run there. He didn't need to get that touch on it. He'd already had the Man United defenders beaten, and if he just lets it run and gets onto the end of it, he'd already have been in the box. But he's really shot himself in the foot by taking that first touch. But it's a good play from Brentford, and they're not quite out of this game just yet.
The Bees have it in midfield with Christian Norgard finding Mbuemo coming off the front. Tony threatening to make a run in behind. United have got quite a high line, but they're dropping back now as Brentford have possession. It's back with Janssen and Norgard and Pinnock. The Big defender knocks it further wide to Roeslav. Pinnock again, trying to find a pass forward towards Mbuemo, but McTominay read his eyes, and now he tries to release it towards Ronaldo. Quick chest pass from him to Bruno Fernandes, and United are through here, 2-on-1, and Bruno Fernandes is running through on goal. Can he beat Lursel? He plays it to Greenwood, who's offside, surely, and Greenwood puts the ball into the back of the net, but will it count? I thought he was offside there. United players celebrate, but VAR will have a look at this.
Yeah, if it is onside, it's fantastic play from Manchester United. Ronaldo does so well to drop deep and collect the ball. He turns quickly, sees the run of Bruno Fernandes, and he plays it to his fellow countryman. And Bruno's got the easiest job in the world there. All he's got to do is carry the ball into the box, and he's got Mason Greenwood in support. But yeah, like you said, we're really going to have to see whether the goal will count. But as of now, it seems as though it will count. But I did think the run of Greenwood looked slightly ahead of the run of play.
Well, McTominay set it all up by winning the ball back. And he found a nice pass to Ronaldo, whose chest control and chest pass to Bruno Fernandes was what set up the chance. Did Greenwood stay onside?
Yeah, he did.
He did. He was level with the pass when it was played, and it was a simple tap-in from the England striker to make it 2-0 to Manchester United. And this is floodlight robbery, isn't it, at the Brentford Community Stadium now? United were not in this game by any stretch of the imagination in the first half, and now they lead by 2 goals.
Well, I think Ralph Rangnick must go to bed tonight a very happy man, because I'm not sure how Manchester United are leading this game, and it seems like it's slipping further and further away from Brentford now, despite how well they've played. They just didn't have that cutting edge in the first half to finish the game off. It could have been 2-3, 4-5-0 in the first half to Brentford, but they didn't have that killer instinct in and around the box, and now Manchester United have punished them with their quality.
Something has clicked for Manchester United in this half. Maybe Brentford have fallen into their trap rather than the other way around, but they've got some clear daylight between the two teams now. Greenwood's goal in the 62nd minute makes it Brentford 0, Manchester United 2, and the Bees will try and work their way back into the game again. Mads Bech Sorensen plays an early one forward towards Tony, but it's going to be swept up there by Lindelof back to his keeper. In the meantime, Henry's come on, and Baptiste has come on for Canos and Janelt. So a double change made after the goal was scored there by Brentford, and they're going to have to do some defending now, with Greenwood picking the ball up and trying a curling cross to the back post. It's cleared by Pinnock's header. Bruno Fernandes hooks it back to a teammate, Tellez. But United are finding all the gaps now and starting to charge into them as well, as Tellez's deep cross is deflected behind, is it? No, it just went straight off him, and it will be a goal kick to Brentford.
Yeah, I think Thomas Frank's realised he needs to make some substitutions if he does want any chance of getting back into this game. He's just brought on Rico Henry and Shannon Baptiste. They just injected a little bit more pace into this Brentford side rather than Janelt and Sergi Canos. I think both Janelt and Sergi Canos have had good games, although it looks like Brentford nearly made a mistake from this goal kick.
Henry has played it off the legs of Dalot for a throw-in to Brentford. Yeah, Rico Henry once of Walsall, and Shandon Baptiste once of Oxford. And those are the kind of clubs that Brentford have been signing their players from, by and large. That's the kind of those are the waters that they're fishing in, and it just goes to show what a remarkable performance it's been from a club with such budgetary constraints up against Manchester United tonight. It looks like Visser's coming on as well, so it's going to be 3 changes in the space of about 3 minutes for Thomas Frank, who really has decided that there was some wholesale changes needed. United have got it back in midfield. McTominay trying to go past Baptiste. Challenge goes in from Brentford, but it's come back to Alanga. Alanga slipping it to Bruno Fernandes. They can't let the game get away from it. Fernandes' cross towards Ronaldo is being blocked off by one defender, and it goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, good play from Manchester United. I think the ball from Alanga into Fernandes, I think Bruno wanted it to set up nicely for him to have a shot, but he didn't manage to get it quite into his feet, so he had to turn back and look for another option, and Ronaldo was obviously always going to make that run into the box. I wasn't sure whether he was actually going for a shot or a cross in the end, but it was a nice ball, but yeah, like you said, Ronaldo was blocked off and he managed to make anything of it.
Well, he's not scored tonight on his return to the United team. He's hit the crossbar and he's produced a wonderful chest control pass to release Bruno Fernandes. Shame it wasn't an assist. That would have been one of the assists of the season from Ronaldo if Bruno Fernandes had taken it on himself, but he unselfishly passed it to Greenwood. Now, this is a shame because Matthias Jensen's had a very good game, but he's the one that's been sacrificed here for Visser coming off in the 66th minute.
Yeah, Johan Visser coming on, but Jensen really should have put the game to bed for Brentford, shouldn't he? He had a really good opportunity in the first half. Early on in the second half, he had a almost mirror image chance to go along with it. So he should have had a couple of goals tonight. Just lacked that quality in front of goal. He's not the most usual goal scorer. He's a sort of deep line playmaker, but he really should have produced two spectacular goals tonight.
McTominay breaking the Brentford play up and then going down, wanting a free kick. Referee says no, get back up. Tony, who is back in midfield, plays it across to Pinnock. And then it's swept wide to Roeslav. Takes a touch, knocks it into the path of Visser. Quick first touch from him to Mbuemo, running the right-hand channel. Back it goes again. Brentford have got a chance to cross the ball in here. Pinnock hits a high, floaty one towards the back post. Tony challenging with Dalot, wins the ball. The Portuguese defender. United can break away now as we slip in midfield. It lets Fred come away with the ball. He finds Ronaldo. A little comfortable pass back to him, and Fred now plays it to Alanga. United have got 3-on-4 here if they can use it right. Alanga, little lollipop from him, but it doesn't fool the defender, who then slips Roeslav, and so United have it back once more. We've got to the midpoint of the second half. Never thought I'd say this when I was handing it over to you, Harry, but it's Brentford 0, Manchester United 2.
Yeah, I never thought you'd be saying it either. They really have managed to get back into this game. Manchester United must have been a grueling Sir Alex Ferguson-esque team talk at half-time from Ralph Rangnick, but something must have clicked, because they are cruising to a victory here now with, like you said, 67 minutes on the clock here, and they are leading 2-0. Brentford really unlucky to not be in the game as much as they are now, but here come Man United once again with Scott McTominay. He's got a run of Alanga going forward, slipped the ball in towards him, and really good defending there from Pinnock to just hold off the young Swede, but another dangerous opportunity. Pinnock still hasn't quite got the ball clear. He does eventually manage to clear his lines. It goes deep to Mbemu, but his header was knocked into the path of Norgard, who lost out. Now Manchester United back again with Bruno Fernandes. He plays into the feet of Ronaldo. Nice 1-2 between the pair. It's tried to be slipped in towards the feet of Fred, but Brentford clear, but not quite enough, as now Scott McTominay's on the ball. The referee's just stopped the game here. Ethan Pinnock's gone down. Not sure what the issue might be as of yet.
He's holding his head. News of a Tottenham winner potentially in deep in stoppage time at the King Power Stadium, where it's Leicester 2, Tottenham 3. Stephen Bergwijn there with the 5th goal in that game.
Yeah, we just see a replay there. Pinnock just caught a stamp on the leg there, completely accidental from Alanga. He's back to his feet, he's okay, and now it looks like Ralph Rangnick is looking to make 2 changes of his own here, bringing on a couple of bodies to just weather the storm and see this game out. It seems like Harry Maguire and Marcus Rashford will be the 2 players to come on.
Yeah, a bit of height to defend set pieces.
Yeah, they won't be coming on just yet. I think the ball's being played back in. Yeah, it is. So, drop ball there from Andre Mariner to get the game back underway. Now Manchester United back in possession with Victor Lindelof. He slid a nice ball down the line towards Mason Greenwood. It's cleared by Henry. Ivan Toney's just on the floor there, but almost fell all the way through to Brian Mbeumo, but Lindelof finally manages to get the header clear, and Varane goes out wide towards Tejes.
This could also be a change of shape for Manchester United with the substitutions. Of course, they were 2-0 up with 13 minutes to play at Villa Park on, was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday, wasn't it? And Rangnick didn't make any changes, or certainly not in terms of the shape. I think he might have learnt his lesson, because he wants to do something here to close the game out from 2-0 up.
Yeah, a bit of magic from Philippe Coutinho there, the thorn in Ralph Rangnick's side in that game. Brought Aston Villa back into the game there with his debut for the club under Steven Gerrard, but now the 4th official has got the ball in the air, and it looks like Mason Greenwood will be making way here for Marcus Rashford, so that will most likely be a straight swap on the right-hand side there as Rashford enters the field, looking to get back into a good run of form. His form has dropped as of late, and it seems like Cristiano Ronaldo will be the man to be replaced on his return from injury for Harry Maguire. So like you said, maybe a change of formation here for Man United, going with the 2 up front with Rashford and Alanga. That could be a definite option that they could be using.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big message, isn't it? Ronaldo looks not very happy at all. In fact, he looks gutted to be coming off. He's muttering away, gets a pat on the back from Ralph Rangnick. He's played well tonight, he's worked hard for the team, but Rangnick is showing him who's boss and has made a tactical change here, which I think is the right thing to do. Like I say, you've got to learn from your mistakes, and on Saturday, perhaps he could have done more to protect the 2-0 lead that they got. Today, he's been proactive, and he's made the change. Ronaldo, he's just not happy though, is he?
No, he's furious. He's thrown his bench jacket on the ground, and he's not even sat on a seat. He's sat on a step to prove a point, I think, and I think it's smart. I'm not really sure why he's so furious. He's played very well today. He's had a massive impact in both goals, and coming back from a small injury that he's had, I think he'll be happy with how he's played. Not furious that he's coming off. His side's 2-0 up. He's done what he's needed to do. He hasn't got a goal, obviously, but he's played very well.
Yeah, I think he measures himself with goals, though, doesn't he? I mean, I think possibly in his first incarnation at Manchester United, he didn't. So, not that he was taken off particularly regularly by Sir Alex Ferguson, but nowadays, when he hasn't scored a goal and you take him off, you are really risking his ire, because that's entirely how he measures his whole worth in life, I think, is if he scored a goal.
Yeah. Brentford back underway with possession here, with Pontus Jansson just carrying the ball out of his own box, creeping towards the halfway line. He does go short to Sorensen, who sends the ball long. It's now fallen into the feet of Scott McTominay. He's done well to push past Norgard and Roeslev, and he's been taken to ground there, and the referee will blow his whistle. Just a challenge from Norgard on Scott McTominay there. Scott did very well to progress so far up the pitch in possession.
The midfield's been struggling for Brentford in these last sort of 10-15 minutes, hasn't it? The way United have burst through from deeper areas has hurt Brentford, and they've not quite got the legs to match Manchester United. Just pure leg power, pure stamina. Manchester United have outgunned them in the middle of the park there, whereas in the first half, I think Brentford put a lot into that first half, and they're sort of they're paying for it now.
Yeah, Man United have a free kick about 40-45 yards out here, and Bruno takes it quickly there, and it's whipped towards the back post where Harry Maguire's waiting for it. He tries to send the ball back into the box, but it's come off the back of a Brentford body. It's fallen to Fred on the edge of the box. He tries to flick a header towards Maguire, and finally cleared in the end by Roeslev, who's come all the way on this left-hand side. And cut back to Ronaldo, still sulking, sat on the floor. He's got a serious problem as he's having an encounter with one of the coaches on the side of the pitch. Really not happy with being pulled off after all this time. Brentford back underway with Janssen, who's giving the ball away cheaply now, and it's Bruno Fernandes just inside this Brentford box here, and Janssen finally clears, makes up for his earlier mistake. It's run all the way back to Harry Maguire. He's played the ball out to the left-hand side where Alex Telles is on it now. He's dropped a nice ball into the feet of Bruno Fernandes. Bruno tries to dink a ball towards the right-hand side where Rashford is waiting. He does get it. Rashford shuffles it along for Dalot, and Dalot just ricochets the ball off the feet of Sorensen. It will roll out for I think it will roll out for a goal kick, although it seemed like it came off Sorensen in the end.
He's given handball, I think, against Rashford, has he? Possibly given a free kick there. Maybe couldn't quite hear if the whistle went or not, but Brentford got possession back there, and I think it must have been for the handball.
Yeah, Brentford back underway though, nonetheless, with the ball in their own half, playing it between the defenders. They're running out of time here. 75 minutes on the clock. Still 2-0 to Manchester United now, as Shannon Baptiste plays the ball out wide to Sorensen. That's with Pinnock now back into Wissa. Wissa finds Roeslev once again, back into Pinnock. Now with Norgard. Nice passing here from the Brentford midfield. It's now into the feet of Wissa once again. He's got Roeslev out wide. He does put the ball in towards the box, towards, I think it's Baptiste who gets on the end of it in the end, but it's headed clear by Bruno Fernandes, only as far as a Brentford body once again, and the danger's not quite cleared just yet. Now it's with the feet of Sorensen. He's got players inside. He's got Mbeumo, who he does find. Mbeumo tries to turn away from Bruno. He's still got the ball at his feet. It's now out wide towards Roeslev. He turns back on his left foot, knocks the ball back to Pinnock. Pinnock finally delivers a ball into the box, looking for Ivan Toney, but no one gets on the end of it. It's now with Jensen. With Rico Henry once again tries to find the ball down the line, but once again it's cleared by Dalot, only into the feet of Ivan Toney. It's poor defending there. Ivan Toney has the shot on goal, but only finds its way to Dalot. It's a ball into the box, and once again Ivan Toney has another shot, and it's cleared by Lindelof, and now the danger's still not clear. Brentford peppering this Manchester United goal with chances, and it's fallen to Sorensen on the edge of the box. He puts the ball in towards Ivan Toney, and now it's fallen to the far post to Roeslev, and he's chopped at the chance, and it's just gone over the goal, and it's another opportunity wasted.
It's probably the one play you don't want that chance to fall to, Roeslev. He had an overload at the back post. It was one that he controlled with his chest. It didn't sit down. Better chest control. That one might have sat down a split second early. He could have got a better shot away. Prior to that, though, I was about to praise Diogo Dalot for some fine sort of defensive work in the way he's headed the ball under pressure inside his own penalty area, but he gave the ball away so slackly by the touchline. He doesn't get back in, and it should be him stopping Tony from getting that side foot shot in, which was eventually cleared off the line. But Dalot, very lucky there that he wasn't punished for his mistake.
Yeah, Thomas Frank, see on the touchline, clapping his team. Not quite lost all sense of composure just yet. He's happy with what he's seeing, despite being 2-0 down against the run-of-the-mill, but good work in the midfield from Scott McTominay. He's now skipped past a couple of players. It's really good work from him. And now Bruno Fernandes has got options out wide. He's got Rashford with him. Rashford's on the ball now, and he has a shot on goal. It's a fantastic finish from the early substitute, Marcus Rashford, to put Manchester United 3-0 up here. He's surely put the game to bed.
Yeah, game over, and Rashford needed that goal. Hats off to Ralph Rangnick. The positive change he's made. He's now having a little whisper into Ronaldo's ear and saying, look, I was right, mate. You know, I've been proved right this time, but you keep on plugging away. But Scott McTominay, brilliant again. I highlighted a couple of minutes ago how United's energy in midfield was overpowering Brentford. It's happened again. McTominay just too strong. He's taking on players. He's playing 1-2s. He sets up the chance. Or he certainly sets up the move. But it was actually, I think, Bruno Fernandes who played the ball to Rashford, who finished off very well.
Yeah, Scott McTominay does so well to just bundle Visser off the ball. Janssen comes in, sort of loses his head slightly and tries to nick at the feet of Scott McTominay, and he just cool and calmly just plays the ball in towards the feet of Bruno, and then the Portuguese man had nothing to do really. He just runs forward, he sees the run of Rashford, all he has to do is lay it off for him, and it's a difficult chance for Rashford. He takes it well, he strikes it near post right into the upper echelons of the goal. Completely as lost all beat. He couldn't really fire it across goal as the sliding challenge from Sorensen comes in. He couldn't quite get the ball across the box, so he does well to take the chance. And like you said, we just see Rangnick whispering in the ear of Ronaldo after his slight temper tantrum there. It's a different sight to see with the Manchester United players with all smiles on their face celebrating.
Yeah, I mean, that's possibly good man management from Ralph Rangnick there. You know, he's not just let his man stew. You know, he's gone across and he's had a word at the right moment. You know, you've got to choose your right moments to have words with your players in those kind of situations. I think he's got that one spot on there. Yeah, United home and dry now. This is threatening to be their best result in terms of pure goals for and against of the season. I think we're looking at possibly, was it first game of the season against Leeds as their best result so far, but 3-0 never looked like being this, did it?
No, it didn't, especially in the first half. It could have been. If you told me it was going to be 3-0 towards the home side, I would have believed you. But Manchester United have really turned it on in this second half, and something clicked at half-time because they've completely dominated this second half, and they've taken their chance as well, and they've got the goals to show for it. But Brentford come once again here with Roerslev, who's back home towards Pontus Janssen. He's in no rush to get things going forward. He's back with the ball at his feet once again. Now it's with Sorensen. Plays into the feet of Shandon Baptiste, who turns very well away from Fred. He's got options out wide. He does find Roerslev. He's got Norgard in the middle. He does find him. It goes back to Pinnock once again. Now into Baptiste. Baptiste once again out wide to Norgard. This is good from Brentford. Now it's with Visser. He turns and tries to find an option ahead of him. It doesn't find many, but does eventually give the ball to Roerslev. Now it's back to Pinnock. Pinnock looks up, tries to play a ball in towards the feet of Norgard. It takes a touch off Visser, but Norgard does well to keep possession. Now with Sorensen. He's got Rico Henry out wide. It is with Henry. Goes back to Sorensen. It's a sloppy pass, but luckily there was no incoming traffic from Rashford, and Janssen will pick up the ball. They've got a big month ahead, Brentford. They've got a tough run into February with Manchester City, Arsenal, and table rivals Crystal Palace, so it's a must-win a couple of games there, and they've got Newcastle at the end of the month to see off February, and Newcastle will definitely not go out without a fight. They need points to climb out of the relegation zone, as just see Scott McTominay on the ground here, just holding his back. He seems like he's in a bit of discomfort. The referee signalled for the physio to come across and take a look.
Yeah, he's landed on the small of his back there, I think, as he tried to make a challenge, and it's a painful one there. Going back to Brentford though, I think when they came up, they probably expected that there were going to be days like this. There were going to be some big score lines against them. There's too much quality in the Premier League. But when they look back at this game, just a game of two halves, wasn't it? They were much better in the first half. They will surely take encouragement from the fact that they went toe-to-toe and were better than Manchester United in the first half. United did find the extra gears in the second half to move clear. 3-0 isn't a fair reflection of how the game has gone. It's probably a fair reflection of how the second half's gone, but really probably this game could easily be 3-3 at the moment if they'd taken the first half chances.
Yeah, Scott McTominay's back to his feet here now, and he's getting ushered off the pitch by the physio, but seems like he's okay. It'll be a big blow to see him go. He was heavily involved in the build-up to that third goal, and in the second half he's been one of the best players on the pitch, controlling that midfield for Manchester United. It all seemed like it was too much from him in the first half, as a long throw-in comes in from Sorensen into the box. It's tried to be flicked on by Tony, but it's fallen back to the feet of Sorensen, who volleys it back into the box once again and falls to the feet of Dallo, who tries to clear, but Visser is there to pick up the danger, and he's now found Rico Henry into Sorensen once again. Now with Visser. Visser puts a dangerous ball in towards the back post, and I think Alex Tellez just has to nod it on, and he wasn't quite sure who was behind him, and he had no choice but to knock it out for a corner.
Yeah, he's done all right tonight, Tellez. Seems to be the left back of choice at the moment for Ralph Rangnick, and he's enjoying this run in the team he's getting.
Yeah, Brentford have a chance to maybe grab a consolation goal from this corner. It will be whipped in with the left foot into the box and headed by Bruno. It's flicked on. It's not quite away from danger just yet. It's fallen to the feet of Baptiste. Baptiste has options on the edge of the box. Rico Henry puts another inviting ball into the box and fallen to Tony. It's not quite clear just yet. Tony's got options out wide. He does find Norgard. Norgard tries a ball across the floor into the box, but it's cleared by Scott McTominay, who's just come back onto the pitch, but now he has gone to ground, and it seems like Scott McTominay will not be able to continue with this game now after going to the ground twice.
Looks like the injury stiffening up. This is, it's bad news for McTominay and United right now. They'll hope that they'll be able to massage him throughout the week and get him back out there for the game against West Ham at the weekend, because he is needed in that Manchester United midfield. You see how much more effective the midfield is with McTominay striding through, playing 1-2s and using that great energy burst he's got to create chances. He was missed against Aston Villa at the weekend when he's suspended, and if he's unable to take on West Ham and that midfield of Declan Rice and Thomas Souček, although I'm not sure he's fully fit, that's going to be a big blow to United in terms of the leg power in midfield, but also, of course, the height to defend set pieces as well.
Yeah, he's a massive part of this Manchester United team. He's had his fair few critics, but today he's proved in the second half that he is more than capable of bossing that midfield like he did so for that third goal. Played a fantastic part in that. Brentford will look to get the ball back into the box with another one of their long throws from Sorensen. He does throw it, it's flicked on by Pinnock, and it's scrambled into the area, and it's finally tapped in the end by Ivan Toney. Brentford have grabbed the consolation goal here, a scrappy ball in and around the box, and Ivan Toney's there to pick up the pieces.
No, they don't give up, do they, Brentford? Manchester United denied a clean sheet, and, well, they only got themselves to blame. Long ball, long throw, goes in. They lost the first contact. Maguire is all over the place. The ball drops to Tony, and he does what he does and puts it through a crowd of bodies to make it 3-1.
Yeah, that's what them long throws are all about, isn't it? Get the ball into the box and try and just scramble it in any way you can, and that'll be a big goal for the confidence of Ivan Toney. He hasn't scored a league goal since the 28th of November. Only 5 goals this season compared to his record-breaking 30 last year in the Championship. He hasn't quite had the scoring form that he did last year. Obviously a much harder league, but nonetheless. And United go out the other end once again, and Rashford's trying to get into the box, but he's dispossessed, and the ball will roll out. Not sure if it's for a throw or a corner. I think it's a corner here. Manchester United will have a corner. 85 minutes played here, still 3-1.
Short corner probably, I would think. This situation, Brentford's so good in the air. United will want to waste time by the corner flag. I would be shocked if this wasn't a short corner.
Yeah, just to bring to you, Scott McTominay has eventually left the field now, and Nemanja Matic, the experienced midfielder, will come on in his place to see the rest of this game out. Alex Tellez is standing over the ball, and it doesn't seem like it will go short to anyone. There's no one there to offer it. Oh, there is Fred, but he does whip it into the area, and it's headed away by Ethan Pinnock, only as far as Bruno hits it first time on the volley, and it's scrambling around the box here, and Ivan Toney's tried to head clear, and finally Shannon Baptiste gets ahead to it, and now Visser's trying to run the ball away from Nemanja Matic, and he's drawn a foul out of the Serbian, but Brentford get back underway very quickly with Rico Henry. We know how much pace he has down this left-hand side. He doesn't have many options going forward, so he's had to turn back on himself. It's gone back to Sorensen, him and Pontus Jansson enjoying a couple of 1-2s between themselves. Sorensen now plays the ball directly to the halfway line where Baptiste is, and now he throws it through to Pinnock. Pinnock's found Roeslev out wide, back into Pinnock once again. Brentford maybe gave themselves too much of an uphill task to get back into this game. 86 minutes on the clock. Still need 2 goals to get anything from the game, but maybe not quite count them out just yet. We've seen Tottenham Hotspur pull out a crazy comeback against Leicester earlier on tonight in the Premier League. They were 2-1 down and came out of the game 3-2 victors thanks to a Steven Bergwijn goal. Can't count Brentford out just yet. Ball's with Sorensen. He plays in towards the feet of Baptiste. He had Elanga sprinting towards him, but he does well to evade the challenge. That's with Pinnock. He's got Roeslev out wide. He plays a 1-2 with him. Pinnock tries to go further forward, but the ball just catches underneath his own feet. And now Manchester United will slow the play down with Harry Maguire. There's a long ball forward through, looking for Marcus Rashford, but good header from Janssen stops him in his tracks. Brentford now with Baptiste back on the ball once again. He switches the play down to this left-hand side to Rico Henry. He takes it down nicely on his chest, but Dalot gets the final touch, and it will roll out for another Brentford corner on this near side.
Yeah, they're playing for set pieces, aren't they? They're playing these switches of play to try and prey on the one-on-ones they can get on the outside, and then from the set pieces they'll all go up forward. They'll try and cause more mayhem. Harry Maguire was brought on to be a big factor in clearing these set pieces, and he didn't do a particularly good job on the last long throw.
Yeah, Brian Mbeumo will stand over this. Left-footed out-swinging ball on this near side to get it into the danger area. They've got a lot of aerial presence. He will float the ball in towards the box. It's Pinnock who gets on the end of it. It's towards goal, and David De Gea will claim that quite easily in the end. But another header on target from Ethan Pinnock. Not much bite behind it, though, was there?
No, it was a tough one. He's got to put all the power on himself. His corner was floated towards the back post, and he's risen pretty well, and he's made not quite the contact he wanted there to beat David De Gea.
Yeah, they're getting back underway now. 88 minutes played here at the Brentford Community Stadium. Listen to off-tube, independent, studio-based commentary. Manchester United still 3-1 in the lead here. As with Marcus Rashford, he's trying to skip away from Norgard, and he does well to beat him. And now it's with Dalot down this right-hand side. Bruno's just swept the ball underneath his feet. Bruno's gone all the way back towards Victor Lindelof, now into Raphael Varane. This Brentford front three now made up of Baptiste and Mbeumo and Tony, still pressing them heavily, and now they have won the ball back in the middle of the park. It's with Norgard. He's played it through to Baptiste. He's been dispossessed by the ever-experienced Raphael Varane, World Cup winner. He's got a lot of accolades in his resume, but just managed to lose out there once again, and now Man United will get going. Fred has tried to slot Bruno Fernandes through in behind there, but we're going back for a free kick in favour of Brentford from a challenge.
Lindelof, the ball's dropping. Tony's got his body in position. He's trying to come round the side. It's a big risk to take, because if you catch the man, you give away a free kick in a dangerous situation. Brentford are expert at exploiting these kind of angles from free kicks. So, yeah, Lindelof maybe panicked a little bit there, I think.
Yeah, it's Baptiste and Visser that are standing over the ball here. It gives another opportunity for Brentford to get an aerial ball into the box to threaten this Man United goal. It will be Baptiste that stands over it in the end. He will dink it into the area. It's looking for Pinnock to get the header back in towards the area, but it will drift out thanks to a header from Diogo Dalot. Sorensen once again trying to get another long throw into the box, the cause of the first goal for Brentford. Can they grab another one late on in this game? We're seeing 4 minutes of additional time added on to the already 90 that we've seen. Sorensen does get the ball into the area with the throw. Headed away by Harry Maguire. Back to Sorensen once again. He lifts another ball into the box. Janssen tried to direct it forwards, but now Man United are back on the counter-attack. Marcus Rashford is chasing down. It's a poor back pass from Rico Henry, and thank God Jonas Lossell was there, because Marcus Rashford was galloping towards the ball. And now it's with Fred. He's tried to find Nemanja Matic, but he's lost out, and now Visser will try and turn the tables back in favour of his side. Baptiste tried to skip away from Dalot. He didn't manage to do so. It's gone back to the goalkeeper, who's now on the halfway line. Jonas Lossell, they just want to get anything from this game now.
Yeah, Lussell is creeping further and further forward, playing as a sweeper. United could try and chip him from a long way out if they get a chance to. I'm sure some eagle-eyed players have spotted how far Lussell is off the line if the ball does break their way in midfield now.
Yeah, it's now fallen all the way back to Rico Henry, who's now dropped to cover at centre-half, as we see time and time again late on in these games when they need a goal. Pontus Jansson has gone forward and is now playing just off the striker. He's given another option aerially as Henry's once again deep centrally in that defensive role. He's now fallen to Ivan Toney, but Fred's dispossessed him, and now Marcus Rashford will look to skip away. He has managed to do so. He's got options ahead of him. He's played a lovely ball through towards Bruno Fernandes, but it's just got too much on it, and Jonas Losse will come out to claim that. Yeah,
not really the best execution there from Marcus Rashford. I'm just stunned that Diogo Dalot has got man of the match. What are they watching?
Diogo Dalot has been named man of the match in tonight's game. I think that'd be harsh on players such as Scott McTominay and Bruno Fernandes, who have both had quite good games. Even Cristiano Ronaldo has had a good game. So,
what about Fred? I mean, that great pass for the opening goal.
Yeah.
He's worked hard in midfield.
Yeah, the ball is now with, like you just said, Fred. He's thread the pass through to Bruno Fernandes. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper now. He's tried to chip Jonas Losse, but it's a poor effort from the Portuguese midfielder, and he's tried to go for the headlights and dink the goalkeeper, and it was never going to work there. It was a really bad effort, and he could have easily scored that goal there, but he's just wasted the opportunity.
Yeah, terrible waste from Bruno Fernandes, and yeah, I mean, there's chances there for Manchester United to ice this game. I mean, I suppose at 3-1 it probably is all over anyway, with just, you know, maybe a minute or so to go in stoppage time, but you know, players have got to be better in those situations. It's disappointing. Bruno Fernandes, he's had a decent game tonight, but he's nowhere near his best at the moment, is he?
No, he's not been at his best, but he showed signs of greatness tonight. He's played a nice few balls in behind this Brentford defence, but overall not back to his best standard just yet. But Man United trying to comfortably play the ball in and around their defenders, but it doesn't seem to be working to the best of its ability, and now David De Gea has had to scoop the ball forward, and that's a poor clearance from him, and now we're just seeing a little bit of a lack of quality between the two sides. It's sort of pinballing in and around, no side really able to claim possession as Lindelof sends the ball down the line. It took a deflection off Ivan Toney, but it's fallen to Janssen, who just scoops it back in towards the Man United goal box. Now it's fallen to Norgard. Every time Brentford get the ball here, they just sending the ball into the box with no care whatsoever. It's just long ball after long ball.
Tired, run out of ideas. That goal did pick him up for a couple of minutes, but referee's had enough, and that is it, all over at the Brentford Community Stadium. And Ralf Rangnick embraces Thomas Frank. It could have been so different had Brentford taken the chances in the first half, but United upped the gears in the second period and ran away with it. It's finished. Brentford 1, Manchester United 3.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck.